Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So we are reading 13th chapter, 8th verse to 12th verse. Okay, we are on the 9th verse, 13:9. Indriya artheshu vairagyam.
Indriyeshu vairagyam.
Anahankara evacha.
Anahankara evacha.
Janma mrityu jara vyadhi.
Janma mrityu jara vyadhi.
Dukkha doshanu darshanam.
Dukkha doshanu darshanam.
So, Krishna is talking about various qualities of devotees in this verse, or a self-realized person. Now, these are a person who is in knowledge. So these are basic requirements to be a human. If you don't have these requirements, you're not even human, you're an animal. So, because animals don't have knowledge and humans have knowledge, that's a difference, no? That's a difference. Okay, so Krishna says, what is knowledge, what is ignorance? This is knowledge. Indriya artheshu vairagyam. So he says one of the qualities of knowledge is, one of the qualities of a knowledgeable human is Indriya artheshu vairagyam, to have detachment from senses. What Prabhupada says, to have renunciation from sense gratification. That's a good quality. That's now a renunciation from sense gratification. It automatically brings knowledge. How when you attach to sense objects, then you'll not be able to perceive the knowledge around you. It's very difficult. Like, for example, the many scientists and philosophers who were great in materialistic perspective, most of them were not interested in normal day-to-day materialistic things. Most of them, they were absorbed in their field. No, we know about Einstein. He had a family life, but he was with his wife and others, but he was not involved in petty things of day-to-day things. He was absorbed in his whatever he was doing. So you need absorption, and to absorb your mind into something, you need to be detached from small, trivial things around you. No? So that's what Krishna says. If you want to become attached to me, and if you want to love me, love is knowledge. You need Indriya artheshu vairagyam. Indriya means senses, and artha means artha means valuable. Indriya artheshu, 2 words. So if you split, Indriya means senses, artheshu means valuable. For the senses, what is valuable should be invaluable for a self-realized person. Because whatever is valuable to the senses, that will harm you. That will harm you. The senses naturally gravitate towards wrong things. It's nature. Just like the child naturally gravitate towards toys or that car. He's playing car now. It's natural for him. He'll not come here. It's natural. If you leave him, he'll just go there. So if you leave your senses, it will just go towards those things which are not valuable in your life. It might be valuable to them. And that's why Krishna says, senses will lead you to illusion. That is the definition of illusion. Bhagavatam, it says, 2nd canto, 9th chapter. Krishna says to Brahma, Rite artham yat pratiyete, na pratiyete cha atmani, tad vidya atmano mayam yatha vaso yatathama. Krishna says, what is illusion? Rite artham yat pratiyete. Anything which appears to be valuable. Rite means truth. Ritam is Sanskrit word. Truth, or every true thing is valuable, no? Every false thing is invaluable. So whatever thing which appears to be valuable, yat pratiyate, na pratiyate cha atmani, if it is not connected to me, you should consider this to be you are an illusion. If you think it is valuable, but if it is not connected to me, still you think it's valuable, you are an illusion. Simple. It's as simple as that. So our senses are designed to be put in illusion. There's a program in our senses. It is designed to be deluded. You can't help it out. It's like that. Can you stop them? No. What you can do is, you can get beyond them. That's all. Can you stop a child from being naughty? You can't. The more you scold him, the more he will do the same thing. So best thing is, Baba, go in your room, do whatever you want. We are sitting here. That's all. That's what you can do. Just remain away. Just let him do whatever he wants. So we have to realize we are not the senses. That's the only key. Otherwise we are stuck up. And that was a question Kumaras asked with Brahma. Brahmaji, we have the senses, we have this body. The senses are linked with the matter. They're prone to illusion. They're designed to be illusioned. So what to do? How to stop this? So Brahma was confused. He said, it's impossible. It's impossible. You cannot disconnect senses from this world. You can close your eyes, you can close your ears, you can sit in a cave, but still you'll not be able to do it, because the boss of senses is mind. Manashashtani indriyani. That'll keep on working. And it will force your senses to become engaged into matter. It will force you. Vishwamitra, he was forced. So, what to do? Then this Krishna came in form of a swan. There you know Bhagavatam, he came and he told, both of you are foolish. Both of you are foolish. Either you can disconnect it, senses from matter, but you can't do that. I have designed. You can't do that. What you can do is, you can just forget the whole issue, go beyond it. There's just two ways. Either you can stop the child or just leave him. So that's what we have to do. Indriya artheshu vairagyam. Vairagyam means leave it. Leave it. Whatever is valuable to senses, whatever is senses, whatever is your mind, leave it. That is detachment. Forget about them. Forget about them means you should know that you're not this mind, you're not this senses, you don't have to do anything with them. They are your neighbors. Basically, that's the idea.
American.
Yeah, American neighbor.
But in this way, how do we stop the child, Prabhuji?
No, you don't have to stop the child. They'll understand themselves when he grows, he becomes mature. So you just leave them, and they are their neighbors. Do your own devotion. Do your devotion, and they will slowly get trained. When they become mature, when you are doing your devotion, you just continue your job. Of course, to do devotion, you have to use the senses. Use your mind and senses to devotion, and slowly they will when you become mature, when they grow old, they will become mature, they will get trained, and they will stop becoming mischievous, and they'll start helping you. That's the idea. So when he grows, Arya grows, he'll not be no more mischievous, and he will become okay. But you're doing your own job, and you're of course you're also sending him to school, and whatever you're doing, he's doing that, guiding him. So you guide these senses, do your devotion, and they will become mature. That's all you can do, nothing else. But the problem is, we don't do like that. We get involved with this. No? Senses and mind. We get frustrated. But don't get frustrated. If you get frustrated, your devotion stops. Don't get frustrated. Sometimes if senses might lead you to do wrong things, or force you, no? Just like your child can say, Papa, I want to go to see movie. You say, no. Or if he just goes in road and lies down, do anything. You have to go. Sometimes they can pull you, but no problems. Don't become bewildered. Krishna says to Uddhav, sometimes they can pull you, sometimes they can make you fall down. You should be guilty. You should feel guilt. Oh, I did a wrong thing. But don't become depressed. Because you're not this. And you're something else. You're trying your best. But nevertheless, Prabhupada says, there are accidents on Royal Road too. Accidents on Royal Road. No matter how much. In America there are accidents. They're the best roads of the world. But still there are accidents. Less traffic. That is Indriya Teshu Vairagyam. So you have to keep in mind, Vairagyam doesn't mean artificial suppression. Vairagyam doesn't mean trying to detach your senses from sense objects. That's not possible. Just understand you're not sense objects, you're not senses, you're not mind. You don't have to do anything with them. They all belong to Krishna, I belong to Krishna. If they don't listen to you, do your work. That's all. If mind says, I will not go to listen to a lecture, you say, well, I will go. If you don't want to go, it's your thing. That's all. If you don't want to go, it's your problem. I am going, that's all. The mind will say, I'll get bored of. Well, it's your problem you get bored of, but I have interest. But that's difficult to do. Because you have to always keep in mind you're separate from mind. It takes time to understand that, because you don't feel like that you're separate from all these things, no? So Indriya Artheshu, to practice this Vairagya, you need blessings of Krishna, so that you are able to do that. You're able to remember you're separate from this. Without blessings, it's difficult. It's difficult. So, all these qualities proceed from devotion. That's one thing we have to keep in mind. Indriya Artheshu, it's a practice, but the strength to do that practice will come from devotion. Otherwise, you'll not be able to practice. You can read, but you'll not be able to practice. So, it's a good quality. And anahankara vacha. Anahankara means, Prabhupada says, devoid of false ego. Ahankara means false ego. Anahankara means no false ego. Devotee is devoid of all false ego. So what do you mean by false ego? What do you mean by it? Prabhupada says this, identifying with the body. That is, identifying with body is false ego. What is true ego? Identifying with soul. That's true, very simple. So Krishna says, abandon false ego. Don't identify with body. In practical words, this means don't do anything which will actually absorb you in this body. That's a practical understanding of anahankara. Don't do anything which will distract your mind from Krishna and take it down in your body. Otherwise, you're gone. So just like drinking wine, it'll bring your consciousness in your body and mind, no? It'll bring you down. Or maybe, what else? Or maybe just daily eating, If you keep on eating, you'll just be absorbed in your body. That's all that's going to happen, no? So, you have to be careful. Not to do those things which will bring a consciousness from the platform of soul to body. Okay, any other examples?
Putting makeup.
Okay, putting makeup. Makeup is not bad, but extra makeup.
Yeah.
Something you have to do. If you just get up and come here, we are lost.
For others, it's bad.
It's a horror movie.
What about eating prasad?
You see my head?
Try again.
What about eating prasad?
Prasad is okay. No?
That also sometimes you overdo it. Right?
That's your problem. So don't do it.
My problem, but I mean, we justified as prasad, chalo, let's overdo it.
So don't do it.
Okay.
If eating prasad also brings your consciousness to your body, don't do it. That's all. That's the idea of anahankar. You're in spiritual life, material life, whatever. Don't do any activity which will bring your consciousness to your tongue, to your eyes, to your ears, to your genitals, to your body. Don't do those things. Avoid. Unless it's absolutely required.
But how do we control? Because say the
chant Hare Krishna. You need strength. associate with devotees. You need strength, and strength doesn't come in one night. That also you have to accept the fact. This question is there, how to do it. You'll get answers slowly, not immediately. It takes time, so some patience, enthusiasm, but patience. Keep on going. Have trust. Krishna will help. But practice to your best. Otherwise, no help. Wherever you are, how much strength you have. Everybody has different strength, no? You can't compete with others. So if you're sincere, if you're practicing your best, Krishna sees, okay, good. That's the idea.
It's easy to think about examples of the bodily senses. But what about the mind, intelligence, false ego?
Yeah, at the level of, of course, don't do anything. Don't do anything which will bring your consciousness to the level of mind. But what does that mean? That means don't just sit and keep on imagining. Maybe don't read novels. You're just imagining something. Movies, it brings your consciousness to the level of mind immediately. You're absorbed. You can't think anything. You're just absorbed in the movie and you're on totally mental platform, no? You're imagining things. That's a fiction. And first of all, you're in this fiction and there's another fiction inside that.
What if it is a devotional movie?
And that you can see. That you can see. No problem.
Not for, seeing, but for kids, if we have to educate.
That you can see. The purpose is important. The intent is important. So you can see, but keep on seeing movies, that's a very bad thing. Yeah. Your mind will get absorbed in that. It's addiction.
Yeah. Even
you get addicted to it.
Movies again.
Yeah, you get addicted to it. Yeah. Even devotional movies, you get addicted.
But
then you
get
can't
to learn a lot of things.
See, you get to learn many wrong things also.
Okay.
Because movie, that's a director. He's not a devotee, and he might present some wrong concepts in a subtle way, and you get wrong concepts, and then you don't have forgot. So you have to be careful with all these movies and.
So the whole purpose of devotion
and the purpose of devotion is not just to
watch movies.
Take and watch movies.
Service. Yeah, of course.
And to give. So better seeing movie. Show Krishna some movie. We don't have to see for ourselves. We have to make him see. So better we seeing something. That's okay. But you have to act in such a way so that Krishna sees you and become happy. You become a movie for him. That's the idea, an entertaining movie. By your purity, by your perfection, by your actions, by your words. And let him see you. Not just we see him. You see, so that little balance has to be there. So you can do that, but in a limited way.
Okay.
So anahankara evacha. That's anahankar. Janm mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. This is how Krishna teaches us. There's one thing to not to see oneself and to see God. That's what we're talking. There's another thing, how to see this material world. You will have to see this. You will have to see this world. You can't just close your eyes. You can't just say, okay, I don't have to do anything with mind and senses and this world, and I'll do devotion. You will do devotion, but nevertheless you are living here. You'll be bound to see everything, no? You don't have to do anything with them, but you are seeing them. Is it? But then you have to learn how to see them. That's one thing. So how to see that? Okay, fine. Suppose if you're walking on a road and a girl is walking by, and you don't have to do anything with that girl. That is, she's just walking by. But you should know how to see her. If you see her as what can I say, as a beautiful female, then you get attracted. Although you have no connection with her. But if you see her as a piece of flesh, that's okay. You don't get attracted. So it depends, no? So you should learn how to see this material world, because if you don't learn how to see this material world, it will pull you. You might say, I don't have to do anything with it. But it will pull you. It will pull you, come to me. But then you have to learn how to see it so that you can deny that call. I don't want to come. That's all. So how to see this word? That's the idea. So Krishna says, okay, dukkha doshanu darshanam. Darshana means see. See. So what do you see? When you see this word, these trees, this sky, this beautiful nature, Americans like to say beautiful nature, beautiful people. No, it's like that. Krishna says, no, that's wrong. Don't see like that. Don't see them as bad or as beautiful. See reality. Don't see half glass or full glass. See, people say no. See the full glass. See the glass filled half. Don't see the glass empty. But we don't say that. We say neither see half empty or half full. See that it is half empty and half full. Both. Don't see one thing. See reality. That's reality. So the reality of this word is Janam Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. So when we see a tree, okay, it's beautiful, that's a reality, half full. But it's half empty also. That tree is going to get destroyed. The beauty is going to fade away. So that's
another month.
Yeah, another month they'll become all like bald, you know.
Like you said, that the girl who is walking in the street, beautiful.
Yeah.
She also has Paramatma in her. And
so
it's
see the Paramatma too.
So what? No, but we don't have to see like that. She is Paramatma, let her be there. We have to see, okay, she is beautiful, of course. Beauty, you can't deny anything is beautiful. You can't deny that, no? Beautiful. If you see a beautiful object and if you say it's not beautiful, then you have a psychiatric problem. Come on, you don't. Taj Mahal is beautiful. You know Taj Mahal? Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Someone says, no, this is not beautiful. There's some problem with you. There's a crazy man.
Too much walking.
Yeah, so beauty is there, half filled, but then there's half empty also. There's some problem behind that beauty. That you should see. And the problem is that beauty is not going to stay forever. And the problem is Jan Mrityu, that beauty is born. Jan Mrityu, that beauty will die. Jara, old age, that beauty will fade away. And Vyadhi, there has to be some ugliness in that beauty. There is some disease in that beauty. You look carefully. There are some imperfections there. It's not perfect beauty. Krishna's beauty is eternal, it never born, it never dies. It is perfect, no fault. It doesn't fade away. That's the idea. So you see, he's trying to help us look at this material world. So it is not just birth that is old age. Mm. It is birth that is old age, but you have to apply this concept in all objects. Mm-hmm. You understand? It can be applied to all objects. That's the norm of this word. So, and then you will not be attracted towards this material world, because you get attracted to those things where you assume that thing is perfect. But once you know imperfection, your mind revolts, is it? So before marriage you got attracted, after marriage, what's this? What happened?
Reality.
Because you
see half full. So we see both problems.
Yeah, we see both. So after marriage, so you start seeing imperfections, no? And your mind revolts. Because soul is seeking perfection. That's a nature. And wherever we find imperfection, our soul will revolt automatically. So the trick so now we have to use this negative tendency in service of God. This tendency to revolt in service of God. That we have to use. So how do we use? We start seeing imperfection behind perfection. What seems like perfection. And naturally our mind revolts. Spontaneously it will revolt. You don't have to now stop it, control it. And you're on your way to God. That's
can
knowledge.
You do with the family, Prabhuji?
Why family? What's so interesting in family?
Like, not the interesting thing, like we'll have duties.
So do your duty.
Parents.
So do your duty. But this duty doesn't mean that everything is perfect. Doing your duty, things are imperfect and people have imperfections, okay, fine. So mind doesn't get attracted, but you're doing your duty. That's okay. And in that context, duty is real duty. If your mind is not getting attracted to something and still you're doing, then that is real sense of duty. You should have real sense of duty. If you're getting attracted and are doing, then any dog can do. Any animal can do. No, that's natural. But it's not right. This word is, they say there are imperfections behind perfection. Your mind is not getting attracted. There's a problem. But nevertheless, Krishna has said it is your duty in scriptures to maintain your family, to look after your kid. Okay, I'll do that. So mind will not get entangled in that. You'll be doing your duty, but your mind will be with Krishna. You see, that's the idea.
I have a question regarding the same. And as moms, right, we have to take care of the kids, but also play with them and do these things. But sometimes we get entangled on that we should play with the kid, and sometimes we don't avoid certain duties, or we don't play with other kind of moms. Don't play because I have to do this. So how to avoid the because this is another way to fall, right, and be attached to the kid.
Attachment, I can understand your point, and Prabhupada says attachment to the kid is natural. Of course, you can't avoid that. That's natural. But at the same time, we understand that behind that attachment is okay, but behind that attachment there are imperfections. No? That personality has imperfections. There are so many problems there, and that's going to break sometime, that attachment. It's not eternal. So we do our duty for that kid, but at the same time, if we are aware of the reality of this material world, we'll not get entangled in that. And to learn this, you might have to go to India. You have to see people who are doing that. By knowledge only, it's very difficult. Or if you practice devotion, Krishna will inspire you slowly. That was the entire concept of culture. Or maybe in Mexico, I don't know, but not now, but previously. You see, previously what used to happen in India, I don't know about Mexico, probably the same thing. Father didn't used to much involve with the kid. No chance. Mom used to involve with the kid, definitely, but there was joint family. There was not a nuclear family. So the kid was sometimes with grandmother or sometimes with somebody else, no? And mother used to do her duties. And also, mother, nowadays parents, what do we say that word? Pamper?
Pamper.
Nowadays you pamper so much. Previously, absolutely no pampering. This mother used to love, but then they used to scold a lot. They used to scold because it is said in scriptures, below 14 years, you have to have stick for a child. Otherwise, he'll get spoiled. Below 14 years. After 14 years, he's old enough. He has intelligence, no? So you can't really regulate him.
Then here comes that, for example, you say, okay, let him do and whatever. You cannot oblige him, right? Because that is sometimes if you are so authoritative as mom that it happened to me that you have to do this. Even if you don't want to, you have to. And then maybe that is wrong, but the other side is...
No, it's not wrong.
You leave it.
No, it's not wrong. That's what is scriptures for. God says it's not wrong. Because psychologists may say something else.
You traumatize it.
Traumatize and so on. They are foolish. I mean to say, you see, entire trend of America. Nobody is traumatizing their kids. Okay, do whatever you want, but what's happening with them?
Exactly.
What's happening? So why can't you see? Why are you going by theories and evidences? It's right there in front of you. And you go in India 150 years back when we were children, what happened with us? Every child was a gem. And later in their life, we actually praised our parents that they were so strict to us. Child could understand when he grows up.
Yes.
They helped us because they are seeing parents, and when they grow up, they see their friends and other people who are messed up, and they see when they compare, they come to know. Come on, we are saved.
Yeah.
True, but Prabhupada said this, like, first 5 years you have to treat the child with love and pamper, then till 16.
First 5 years he has no intelligence. Anyway, you have to keep him in your lap. What do you do?
Then after that, be strict with him till he's 16.
14 years, yeah.
Then after that,
so that's what, no?
become a friend of.
So that's what I'm saying. The stick for a child. First 5 years, he's a piece of flesh. He's not even a child. He's a small. What is this?
Learning, actually.
First 5 years, no learning. After 5 years, he gets some. No, for 1 year he starts walking. 1.5, 2 years, and slowly articulating language. His mind is not even functioning properly. After 5 years, he starts functioning. So till 5 years, what is going to do till 5 years? You're going to make girlfriends? 4 years. You're going to just crawl on the ground, that's all. You can't do much with it. Come on. You don't have kids, that's why you don't know.
That's how we brought up. In our family, it was always very strict.
In our family
on time,
also.
you have to be
in our family also. And
I just wanted to make clear to avoid the confusion that, you leave him understand until he understands. So, no, it's not. I want to make clear in my mind because...
No, you make him understand. Give him logic. Give him logic, you have to do this. But if he doesn't do that, nevertheless you have to do this. And here's a logical point.
And then leave it?
No, you have to do that. You have to do that. You might not understand logic now, but you will understand later. But what parents do is, they say do this and don't give logic.
Yeah.
Then that's bad.
Yes.
Then that children will think, come on, it's just like tyranny.
Yeah.
Tyranny. So that's not a good idea. That is said in scriptures. Give logic. Tell them you have to do. If they don't want to do, you have to do that. It's logical. Your kid, you don't understand, you'll understand. Slowly that logic will seep into his mind, and then he will find, when he grows up, he'll find connection between that logic and action.
Yeah.
He'll be able to find that.
Okay.
And then he'll become mature.
Yeah, like yesterday's example.
Fruit.
Yeah, fruit bar. He wanted some chocolate in the store. And I kept saying, no, these are bad ingredients, we will not buy. And the lady in the store finally said, okay, you can take this one, fruit bar. This fruit bar. And I said, okay, fine, whatever, you have it. And he ate it, immediately he got a headache. So I said, so you want one more? Do you want to buy it?
But you are letting him experience the consequences.
So the logic is there
but
now.
You cannot do that all the time, right?
You cannot do all the time.
But most of the time. Like when they are
that has to be some
stubborn.
That has to be, he was stubborn at that, in the mall. So what to do with
you
that?
tell once, twice, thrice, 4 times, he won't listen, then okay, do it. You will learn by mistake. So he learned.
That's also a way. If he's not agreeing, what do you do?
Still we
What do you do?
If
he doesn't agree, Sometimes children are stubborn.
I asked him, so what happened yesterday?
He got a headache by eating that fruit bar.
No.
He's not used to eating any junk.
Probably it's not due to fruit bar, but whatever
And
it is.
also
But he got linked, And that's a logic behind that. Anyway, the idea is you have to be strict. Idea is you have to be strict. If you leave your children, they are going to have a trip of their life.
So not just with children, even with our senses.
Huh?
Even with our senses.
Yeah, so that's why we are strict. They are like children. Our senses are like children. We are strict. Don't do this. Certain things, no. Certain things you eat fruit bar and see. So you learn. Okay, so that's Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshanudarshan. This is how you have to see the word. Always see like this. So if you see, okay, and the next is asaktir. So asakti means I think it means
Not interested.
being without attachment.
Okay.
Without attachment. Sakti means attachment. Asakti is attachment. Asakti is being without attachment.
Asakti means being strict, right?
Come on. Asakti means attachment. Everybody knows this. You don't know. Asakti means attachment.
Kind of you're not interested, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah, so
Yeah, it is detachment.
Asakti is attachment and Asakti is not being attached. So Krishna says we should not be attached. It might seem almost like anahankar, no? Not having false ego. Krishna is repeating. Prabhupada says in the Prophet, sometimes Krishna, to emphasize a point, he repeats it in different fashion. So it's almost like not attachment to body. That's okay. The point is me and mine. This concept of me and mine, we have to get over it. So it doesn't belong to me, it belongs to Krishna. That's the idea. So it might seem that a self-realized person is taking more care of something than an ordinary person. It might seem like that. So just like this body, we are not attached to this body, but nevertheless we take care of this body because this is property of God. And here you need blessings of God, because if you start taking care of this body, you will become attached. You see, it's difficult to have that balance. Very difficult to have that balance. And that is why Krishna says, without bhakti, you can read this, but you will not be able to practice this. None of these qualities you will be able to practice without mercy of Lord. Theoretically, you can understand. Once you start taking care, you become attached. What to do? How much to take care then? What's the limit of taking care? How much not to take care? No book can give a definition of that. You have to have your own realization. You have to have an intuitive understanding. Okay, I'm taking care of the body, and if I go beyond this limit, I become attached. My mind will go into this body. Okay, we have to take care of health. You have to do exercise little bit, maybe walk. But if I spend more time on exercise, then I'll become addicted to it. My mind is going on exercises. Then I see whole internet, what are different kind of exercises and all the exercises on a trip. So for that, that's why Krishna uses asakti. That's why Prabhupada always says in Prabhupada, chant Hare Krishna. Because that's the key to follow all these things. That's the key. If you lose the key, you read Gita, nothing is going to happen. Asakti anabhishwangaha. Anabhishwanga means? Anabhishwanga, I think it means being without association. Anabhishwangaha.
Being without association.
Yeah. I don't know how it comes, but yeah, so being without an association. So an means no, abhishwanga means association. Association. So what does it mean being without association? This means you should not associate with materialistic people, non-devotees, or those things which will destroy your devotion, or those circumstances which will destroy your devotion, or those time which will destroy your devotion. So time, place, circumstance, and people. All things are there in association, not just people. And okay, so what are the examples for this? So example for people are materialistic people who have no non-devotees, or maybe spiritualists who have their own nonsense concept, understanding of spirituality. Don't associate with them. So should we not preach to them? That's not the idea. Don't associate means don't take their ideas. You can give your idea to them. So that's okay. You can meet them, you can talk to them, no problems. But don't accept their views. Give your association, don't take the association. Krishna says don't take association, but he doesn't say don't give association. You got my point? That's the idea. So this doesn't mean you sit alone and that's not.
So it means that you can be with them.
Yeah.
Don't take the bad habits, like
bad habits, bad ideas. In your mind, you should be clear. Whatever they are saying, that's wrong. Whatever they say, that's wrong, because they are not connected with God. Even if they talk about God, that's wrong. because the whole base, foundation is wrong. So if the tree is bad, fruit is going to be bad. If the tree is bad, then fruit will be bitter. It will not be sweet, no. So fruit might be attractive and nice, but nevertheless when you bite, it's bitter. It's bad. So that consciousness is bad without God. There's darkness, and light doesn't come from darkness. So even if they speak of spirituality, religion, God, it's got to be wrong. I don't buy that. You can listen that. You can say nice, but don't take that inside you.
It
you can say
happens
nice.
a lot
That's
in
okay.
families.
Everywhere. In preaching also.
Yeah, preaching
also.
because they have different views. We have been following for so many years, and how can you do this thing different?
So that's okay. That's
So
okay.
let them say whatever.
Let them say whatever they want. That's all.
Just listen.
Do their own thing.
It happens in a situation between two friends, and one of them was really religious, and she said, to the other person, you know what, I don't want my kids and even me be with you because you do this. So she left that part, and when I knew the situation, I thought, wow, that was really it was absence of tolerance.
Yeah, it was funny.
So it came to my mind because you cannot deny the association. I mean, you might.
And don't give them. Otherwise, you lose a concept of compassion and mercy. Then what's?
Yeah.
How do you do? How do you do? How do you help them? How do you help them? So, but keep in your mind before you leave the house, finish your rounds. Otherwise, you don't have the strength to stop their ideas.
Yeah.
They'll influence you. So you have to have a shield. You have to have the shield around you. So then you can do, okay, fine, no problem. So that is Anavishanga and Putradhara Grihadishu. Anyway, that's there with us. Don't associate with people. People includes your son, your husband, if they're non-devotees. You can help them, you can do your duty, but don't take their ideas. You're pretty clear what Krishna says is okay. Griha means place. I said people, person, time, place, circumstance. No. So persons are there, Putradhara, and place is Griha. So Griha also means place. Griha doesn't only mean house. This whole world is also a house where we live now. This is also a house. Your office is also a house because you work there. So house has a bigger understanding, not just small. This body is also a house. So you see, so Krishna says, even you don't associate with your house with place. So what that means is that don't think this is yours. This home is yours, this body is yours, office, everything belongs to Krishna. Use them to the needful. To the needful. That's all. Don't overuse these things because it belongs to Krishna. That's all. So that's place. And then what? People, place, and then circumstances. So Krishna says Adi. Adi means etc. So circumstances and time. So Adi means other things. So other things includes time and circumstance. So don't associate with bad time. There are some bad times, some good times. Example? Time is also some bad and good.
Night times.
According to, So night time from 10:30 approximately. I don't like watch, but just to explain you. 10:30 to 2, it's a very bad time. It's Asuri Kal. It's called Asuri Kal. Demons become active. Pishach become active. And any demoniac quality within you, it will become active. Automatically. It will have power. More power.
That's true.
I have experienced.
I want to eat at that time.
I see. Automatically your
No, I thinking,
Yeah.
I want to eat something, but it's a
strong. It will become strong.
desire to eat something.
So that those things will become, your senses will become very powerful at that time. Your senses are basically designed for illusion, you know. So that's a bad time. So it's advised to sleep. Sleep by 10:30. Don't remain awake after that.
Okay.
Especially as students also. Sleep, get up early and do your work. Don't get up late.
It is very difficult, Prabhu.
So who says it's easy? I didn't say it's easy. I never said it's easy. Passive sleep.
It's difficult, but it gives you less pain than when these demons are active.
Yeah.
Prabhu, is
It's
there
difficult.
like any easy thing that can put you to sleep?
Yeah,
Ayurveda?
chant.
Yeah, chant. You can chant at 10 o'clock and you'll fall asleep. That's the best thing. Yeah, start chanting and you'll fall asleep. No.
Yesterday you were saying.
But, see, best thing is from 9 to 10, just don't see movies, don't do some hard work. Or at 10 o'clock, stop thinking, stop reading, stop going to movies. Just relax. And 10:30 you'll fall asleep. But if you keep your mind active, this, and you think I'll sleep at that time. No. And that is why sometimes people go for a walk, no, in the night.
Yeah,
So that's a practice, you know. You go for a walk, you become relaxed for half an hour and be with nature. Come back home. That's the idea for doing that. So that's a trick. If you want to fall asleep, it'll happen. So, but it's practice. If you practice, once you are practiced, you will know the benefits. You'll know the benefits. It goes a long way. Your health, your mind, everything becomes excellent. But if you don't do, then you're like this, half tired. See, you're half tired.
No, right now I'm fresh.
No, your face looks tired. Probably overslept.
Maybe
I
I
don't
started 11, got up at
Okay.
6:30.
Oh, then you overslept.
Okay.
7.5 hours.
Okay, so that is time. And then according to, if you know astrology, you will also know that there are particular time in a day which is bad time. So astrology, Gudi Kal and all these things.
What is that?
You forget it. There is astrological, you can know this is a bad time. So people, when you see in India, you want to do some auspicious thing, you find a time. Don't do on this time, do on this time. But that's okay. We don't have to go in that much details. It will pull our mind there. What you have to know, basic thing is night time, from that time is bad, sleep.
10:30 to
You should be sleeping at that time. Fast asleep. Otherwise you're gone. Otherwise those demonic powers within you become strong. And if you sleep late, get up in the morning, still they are strong. And whole day they will disturb you. It's not that time. Whole day you will be disturbed. If you sleep at that time, you are safe from their powers. They become weak, and whole day it's easy for you to manage your senses. It's good. And you see people who, if you sleep late, head up late, it's very difficult to control mind. So you can try. One day you don't sleep less in night. Next day it will be very difficult to control your mind. So that's the importance of sleep. So time and what's the time? Place, person, time and circumstances. You have to avoid some circumstances also. Some circumstances are bad, some circumstances are good. Don't allow yourself to fall in a circumstance which will bewilder your mind. Don't allow yourself. So planning. Just like we were talking finance. Don't allow yourself so that you are put in a situation where you don't have even emergency funds. No? You have to plan. You have to plan. If people don't plan, they'll suffer. So you have to plan ahead so that you don't fall into such circumstances. You're not forced to do something which you don't like. So plan ahead and keep your life like that. Don't go by spur of the moment. Okay, somebody calls you, can you come for the party? Oh yes. That time you say yes, because you are not planned. But if you already planned, okay, that evening I have to do my work. When somebody calls you, are you coming for party? No, actually I have a work. I have a planning. I have my work pending. I'm already scheduled. So I'll come afterwards. You see, that's going to happen. If you're not planned, then spur of the moment you will take wrong decisions and you will fall into complete crazy things. So circumstances, that's how you should avoid wrong circumstances.
And what about when somebody call you and or come to you and start telling things that disturb you? How do we
avoid?
Should fix
Well,
our mind
you can say, if he starts telling you some disturbance on phone, if they call you, then you say, you know what, I need to go to bathroom, I'm having stomachache. And say, okay, yeah, well, go quickly. Otherwise, have some excuse. Make some excuse, intelligent excuse. That is, devotees are intelligent. You should know how to make excuse in such a way so that that person doesn't know that you're making excuse. So that's...
But in the sense that not the purpose from them to disturb you, not to looking for help. Like, okay, they are telling you some situation.
To help you.
No, they are calling you to ask for help. Right?
Oh, calling us to ask for help?
Yeah.
That's okay. If suppose it's your chanting time, in the morning if they call, 6 o'clock and you're chanting, and you can say, can you please call afterwards? I'm busy. That's your planning. I'm scheduled, have a schedule, and that's my schedule. Till 8 o'clock I am busy. Please call afterwards. That's okay. Later you can talk to them. That's fine. If you want. If you don't want, and if you're getting disturbed by their disturbance, that's the idea, no? They're asking for help and come on, what's happening.
Yeah, but my question goes, when compassion comes in this kind of situations? I mean,
see, everything has to be judged. Whether your devotion, it is favorable to your devotion or not. If compassion is favorable to your devotion, take it. If compassion is not favorable to your devotion, reject it. We have not come here to become compassionate. We have come here to become servant of God. The servant of God is automatically compassionate, but if compassion comes in the way of service, then we don't want that, no? What is more important, compassion or God? Krishna is more important than us than compassion, no? So if you think your mind is getting disturbed by their talks and you can't even chant properly, then okay, you can avoid that, probably you can say, you don't say, I don't want to talk to you. That's blunt. You say, I have sought for a solution, but I can't think about a solution. And in fact, listening all these things, I am also getting a little disturbed. So I can tell you for some other help. You can redirect that person to somebody else. Something has to be done. But I don't know. But the point is, you judge the limits of compassion by your devotion, by your chanting. If in chanting those things are coming, bothering you, try to stop that. If you're chanting, nothing is happening. If you chant normally, then you can handle that. You see, that's the limit of compassion. By devotion, how much your mind is getting distracted from devotion. If not, okay, that's fine.
Many times people are calling just to say something. They may not really need your help.
Yeah, something. That's, you have to decide, yeah.
And with the family, it is very difficult, Prabhuji. In India,
I know.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I'm really going off the topic.
It's easy. Why are you going off the topic?
I have a question.
So ask afterwards then.
Okay.
But remember that, don't forget.
Okay, yeah.
So, nityam cha samachittatvam. Okay, anyway, I'll finish. Nityam cha samachittatvam. So Krishna says, always balance your consciousness. Nityam cha samachittatvam. What Prabhupada says. Even-mindedness amidst pleasant and unpleasant events. Ishta, anishta, ishta upapattishu. Anishta means unpleasant. Ishta means pleasant. Samachitta means equilibrium. So maintain equilibrium between unpleasant and pleasant things. So for that you need to be a little tolerant. Pleasant Sometimes you have nice things, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're distressed. Or you should be equal. What does equal means?
Same.
What
Balance.
same?
Not be disturbed.
What same?
Balancing.
What do you mean by that?
Equal.
Yeah.
Equal.
Treat it with equal emotion. Is it like treating it with equal emotion?
How do you do that? Happy is happy and pleasant is unpleasant. You can't do that.
When you are happy, you know that it's temporary. When you are distressed, you also know that it's temporary. That will keep you equal. It won't make you highly elated or highly distressed.
That might be one thing. All this is a temporary things. So in happiness, you'll not become more happy. Or you'll not become mad. And distress, you'll not break. You'll be okay. But is there any other understanding? That's okay. But a higher understanding to this. You might begin with this, but a higher understanding. What do you mean by equal? Okay. What do you mean by that? So there is understanding to that. For devotees, what they do, devotees, see, if you think it is temporary, it's relative, you can overcome that. But you should put Krishna in between. Without Krishna, you are bound to fail. You'll be immune for some time, but then you'll fail. You have to bring Krishna in picture. So, how do you become equilibrium? Prabhupada explains in one of the purport in Gita before, that if a devotee, when he sees happiness, he sees that it is gift of Krishna. Anything, any good thing. When he sees distressed, then he thinks that it is
Gift of Krishna.
no.
Still a gift to learn new lessons.
Then he
Mercy
thinks that what?
Mercy of Krishna.
Distress?
Yeah.
Okay, you can think like that. It is mercy of Krishna that is putting me in distress to make me learn something. So in both ways you are equal. Equal means your sight is not away from, in both conditions you can remember Krishna. So you're equal. Your mind is in equilibrium. Don't forget Krishna. So one is gift, one is mercy. And why is giving that gift? To actually help us understand that we have to love him. He is so lovable. Why is giving distress as a mercy? So that we can learn something and attain him as quickly as possible. That's how you maintain equilibrium. So that's a devotional outlook. But what Mahesh told, that's more of a jnani outlook. That's okay, but it will not work for a long time if you don't put Krishna there. So that's pretty much. And then Krishna finishes that. Krishna says, whatever I have explained, what I told you, if you practice them without my devotion, you will not get strength to do that. So Krishna says, Mai chananya yogena bhaktirava vicharini. So constant unalloyed devotion to me. That's the key for practicing all these things. It's not that we don't practice all these things. We practice them, but we take strength from devotion. That's the idea. So constant unalloyed devotion to me. And then he speaks further. We'll discuss tomorrow all these things. So any questions, and I'll stop here. Let's end on devotion. That's a good thing. I don't want to go further now. So anyway, you have been asking questions all along. So what's the big deal?
Prabhuji.
Yeah, now your question.
Okay.